and welcome to UC Today. My name is Kieran, and for this session I am delighted to be joined by Dima Gutzeit, founder and CEO at LeapXpert. Today we are discussing how a single professional identity framework can empower your business. Dima, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Kieran.
But before we dive into the topic itself, can you please tell us a little about yourself and the work you do with LeapXpert and the origin of the business?
Sure. My name is Dima Gutzeit. I'm a co-founder and the CEO of LeapXpert. We are in this business since 2017. This is my background and our core team background is enterprise communication. We've been doing this for 20 plus years, each one of us. Then around 2017, 2019, we started seeing gaps in the way communication is being done with our focus of external communication, company employees towards external parties, clients, and so on. So big gap. We started working on it. In 2019, we released our first product to the market. And since then, we're only growing and addressing more and more aspects of this gap we're looking to plug, which we call responsible business communication. That's in a nutshell.
Perfect. And before we dive into the meat of the topic itself, I'd like to pick your brain and leverage your expertise about the broader environment we're finding ourselves in. 2023 has been such a crazy year in the UC and collaboration space with the introduction of AI and machine learning technologies, and it feels like post-pandemic there is a real sophistication and refinement of technologies were introduced the last couple of years. Using it in your brain, looking toward 2024 and beyond, what comes to mind as the major communication challenges faced by enterprises?
Yeah, so let me kind of bring this question more to the ground when it comes to compliance, and that's what we do, right? Compliance communication between enterprises and the clients. Kind of, if you look back a few years, we started with a very big problem in messaging space, right? People were using WhatsApp, iMessage, and so on in a non-compliant way, which resulted in up-to-date $2.2 billion USD in fines in the US alone. And this problem now expanding globally. So we see Europe picking up and Asia as well. Right. So for a few years, it was indeed a messaging problem. And indeed, our buyers or our customers were looking at it separately. Messaging concern and voice concern. And what this resulted is this disconnect, right? So on one hand, company employees had a voice call recording handled maybe by some local vendors in some geographies. And then the messaging part was done by ourselves. And then what we see in 2023, 2022, and 2023, we see a shift. It's no longer messaging compliance and voice compliance question. Now it's morphed into mobile communication compliance. And even the buyer persona at our customers changed, right? No longer looking from messaging and voice perspective, but looking as a whole. And that's exactly the shift we've seen. And that's what led us to this innovation we are talking today, which we call a single professional identity.
Perfect. That's a perfect segue into my next question. And how would you define a single professional identity, and how would you see it impacting the enterprise side as this new feature of the LeapXpert platform?
Yeah, so for longest time, all this space was really convoluted. People who wanted to communicate responsibly with the clients, they had to settle for less. They had to maybe have one phone number for voice calls, that's sometimes recorded, sometimes not. Another phone number maybe for WhatsApp communication, and maybe another phone number for SMS, if at all it was allowed by the enterprises. With SPI, we're completely shifting the paradigm. What we are able to deliver is a single phone number, single mobile phone number, anywhere in the world that our customer needs. On top of this phone number, people can use any communication medium they need. Voice call, SMS, iMessage, WhatsApp, WeChat, you really depends where you are. But the point is that we are able to provide, we're able to meet the needs of global financial institutions first, and also large enterprises, law firms, and so on, no matter where they are. So as a result, they have company employees have a single phone number. They can communicate without being afraid, because by default, everything is recorded for compliance and archiving needs. And so that's on one hand. So single phone number, clients are happy because clients can use any messenger, any communication channel they really need, knowing this single phone number. And of course, the enterprises who adopt our solutions happy as well, because all of a sudden they can enable any communication channel. They can stop worrying about multiple phone numbers or multiple ways to reach the wealth advisor or the lawyer on the other hand. And they can rest assured that all the compliance needs, regulatory requirements are met.
Perfect. I was actually just, the next question was about that side of things, on the compliance side. What would you say are the implications for data retention, for security, for the control side in regulated industries and beyond with SPI?
Yeah, absolutely. So all those concerns are fundamentally addressed already by the greater LeapXpert communication platform. So we've been created to play in this space, right? It's security, of course, but security is not a feature. Security is given. Second, compliance. So any communication that flows through any communication channel enabled by the single professional identity is recorded, right? And any message you send or receive, any file you send or receive, and now also every voice call you make and receive, it's all recorded if the enterprise wants. And kind of one more thing to emphasize, which I didn't touch before. In order for us to be able to offer this SPI solution, we had to add voice capabilities in addition to messaging that we're offering. And luckily, my background and our core team background is in voice. So I'm doing voice communication, voice over IP, since I was 22. So I was in some startups in Israel. I started my career in this. So the voice capabilities is very it's very close to my heart. But it's for sure it wasn't done by myself or our core team. We assembled a dream team of the industry. We have people working on this solution from Microsoft, from Zoom, from RingCentral, from Twilio, from Five9, and the list goes on. Right, so we were lucky to assemble a team. And over the past 2 years, we've been working really, really hard on a voice strategy that underpins our SPI strategy, single professional identity. Right? It requires partnerships with many big vendors all around the world to enable mobile connectivity. I believe that what we deliver is the first innovation in the voice over IP space in the last 20 years, right? Because our platform supports SIM, eSIM, supports fixed mobile the convergence, the ability to deliver landline calls to mobile and so on, right? It also supported by voice over IP and companion apps that helps company employees to be more compliant in general. It's a very big thing for us, and I think for the industry as well.
Perfect. Now, just on that topic of how holistic and interoperable a lot of its functionality is, how compatible is this feature with third parties, especially Microsoft Teams?
Yes. So our bread and butter is federation integrations. So our solution is open architecture, which allows us to integrate with anybody really. For this, we have all the required components of a voice network and messaging network, which using all the standards in the industry. We also built into the Microsoft Teams ecosystem. We have a very close relationship with Microsoft that we're nurturing for many years. We are deeply integrated in Microsoft Teams ecosystem when it comes to messaging and voice calls. So, for example, if you're an enterprise and you're already using Teams telephony, you can simply extend your already existing voice capabilities in Microsoft Teams and to be able to message with the same phone number over any communication channels your clients need. WhatsApp, iMessage, SMS. So very deep integration.
Fantastic. And I guess one final question before I let you go, Dima, is, SPI is out now. By the time viewers are watching this, it'll be available. It will formally rolled out. Do you guys have any plans in mind for the future? What is the roadmap for SPI now?
Absolutely. So before we talk about the future, a little bit the past, we spent 2 years developing the solution, and it's already a soft launch by few of our close customers and partners for almost a year. So it's a proven solution with existing customers that we are announcing today. When it comes to the future, we spent many years of enabling connectivity, enabling responsible connectivity, messaging, voice, and other communication medium people need. It's echoing back to your introduction for the call that 2023 was all about AI space. So we are definitely looking into it. We're looking what sense we can make out of all the data that we enabling through the single professional identity. We enable communication. We capture all different channels. What's next?
Grand, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, and I imagine there'll be so many different capabilities and functionality that AI can to enhance the feature even further. But I think that's all we've got time for today. But it's been a really enjoyable session. So thank you to Dima for being here today.
Thank you very much, Kieran. I really enjoyed it.
Great. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share on social media. And we'll see you next time. I've been Kieran of UC Today. Thanks for watching.